Okay, gonna give it a try.
All right, if you get nervous at any time, go ahead and step back. There you go.
Whoa. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Holy cow. Holy cow. Woo. Okay. Here we are in front of the 875 North Michigan building, formerly known as the Hancock. Well, I'm a Chicagoan, so I'm still gonna call it the Hancock like most of us. But we're gonna head way up there. You can see it in my outros. I used a clip of this a while back. So let's head up, check it out. How's it going?
Oh, I thought he was getting on. He's in charge of it.
No, he's just gonna let us plunge by ourselves. He knows something about this elevator.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Afraid of heights. Not exactly the best thing to do, but still fun. Beautiful sunset today. You can come in the bar into here. You can sit up here and watch the sunset.
It's communities is everybody's so parochial. Everybody just stay locked in their own neighborhood. That was so evident when I started volunteering at Cook County Jail. Once I got to Cook County Jail, I used to ask kids, where are you from? They say, man, my block is 21st Street. Another kid said, hey, man, my hood is the low end. We better than y'all. I used to say, man, why don't y'all ever say my city? And that's when I realized every kid that I worked with at jail, at the Cook County Jail, had never really been downtown, right? You could see the Hancock from the jail when nobody had been down here, right? They would see Lake Michigan and say, what ocean is that? That was a big problem for me. Like I knew, I went to college in Nebraska, so I always knew traveling for me was transformative, and I wanted to do something very simple. Like everything we do here is very simple. We take kids on after-school field trips. We call them explorations, and we expose them to different cultures, different professions, and different cuisines. Well, what does that mean? All right, so check it out. If you live in a neighborhood in Chicago, an under-resourced community, there could be 15 currency exchanges in your neighborhood and no banks. So if you ask a kid, what's the job at a bank? They say, I've never been to a bank. Right? So all we do is take kids to banks. And everybody shout out to the lady on my team right here. She's the first person to work at my block. Shout out to the lady. I can literally shout everybody out on my team, to be honest with you. But what we do, y'all, my advice is if you do something you love, I feel like you organically start building relationships that help you be successful. Right? Our philosophy is like, success is what you attract, is not what you pursue. And you're attracted by being attractive. So what we do, man, is we shout to Nathaniel and our youth development team right here. And what we do, y'all, is we actually expose kids to different things. And so we expose them to trading firms. We take them to Michigan every year. We take them to DC, to Alabama. We're all about traveling is transformative and exposure is key. So that's youth development. And because we do so much youth development work, when we wear our hoodies, we start volunteering in Chatham. That's where I live, in Chatham on 80th and Wabash. Anybody can come through my crib, 80th and Wabash, that's where I live, right? I love Chatham. And that's funny. That's funny. We got the best chicken and waffles in the city. I will say that. Not that gluten-free stuff everybody else got. We got the best chicken and waffles. But anyways, I say that to say I live in a community that's 70% seniors. So when there's a snowstorm, we're always shoveling snow for seniors. That's just what we do in our hoodies. And so we work with over 70 block clubs in Chicago, which are, a block club is a social group that works together to improve the quality of life in their neighborhood. So if there's 16 houses on this side of the street and 15 houses on that side of the street, we work with those 31 houses to if they need a new speed bump, we'll help you advocate for that. If you guys need a stop sign in your neighborhood, we help you get signatures for that. We clean up a lot of alleys, and we always share information between block clubs. Leon and Lena on my team do a lot of work with that. And because the work we do on the block level, we've been able to attract volunteers from all over the city. Hey, I should have started here. Shout out to the associate board for throwing this right here. Hey, shout out to the associate board. Like straight up, y'all, like I know when you're an associate board, like you want to get involved in social impact organizations in Chicago, you don't know where to start. You want to start, like, you want to get involved, and you're like, man, how can I help? Starting on the associate board is so huge, man. It's so critical. It's so critical because, that's how you actually get to meet like people that work at the organizations. If you ever want a job, I'm telling you, if you ever need a job, go to the nonprofit galas. That's where you meet people that's hiring. A lot of people don't know that. So if you want to be an associate board, you can learn how to start your own nonprofit organization. You can get a job and you can learn skills that you need, which is fundraising. So I have a request because, as a founder, I let everybody here, I want y'all to buy a hoodie. I want everybody here to buy a hoodie because every time, 100% of them sales, they're going towards taking kids on educational field trips, and it's going towards our block club captains and allowing them to advocate for things they need on their block. So we have these new hoodies out. It was just designed by a guy named Brandon Bro. They say, value the block. I challenge everybody to get a hoodie and take a picture on your block and share it with us so we can put that online. Because, again, we are a 501c3 organization, so you can write that off. But I don't want to talk y'all to death. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say to y'all. Is there anything else? Oh, shout out to 360 Chicago, man, for having us here tonight. It blows my mind that we're in 360 because, just because it's the top of the city, you know what I mean? And when I started as a volunteer at Cook County Jail, I never would have thought that they would have our logo in the window. I never thought that we'd be able to do the things we do. Yeah. I was just trying to help out. Like I really was just trying to help out. And when you start volunteering, you be thinking that you're really gonna teach people something. Like I got something to teach the people in the jail. When you actually get to the jail, you start learning from people. Like, I owe everything I have to youth and people that I volunteered with at the jail. I learned so much, and so I'm dropping that jewel on y'all to let y'all know when y'all start volunteering, when y'all start getting involved, it's not always about what you can offer people, it's about what you're gonna receive by doing it. So just give until you can't give no more, continue to volunteer, and I wanna thank y'all for coming out, man, I appreciate it.
That was great. Heading back down, 94 floors. My ears are popping. Ugh. Not used to being that high. Beautiful views. Definitely check this place out if you're in Chicago. Oh, there goes my ears. And tonight had a special event. It was a private event for my block, my city. Obviously a little different, but any other night you can come check it out. It's a really cool thing to experience. We're back outside. Let's see if we can see you straight back. Yeah, just came from up there. And just for some perspective, right here on Michigan Avenue, downtown Chicago. When you look up at night, you can see the lights where we just were. Tink, 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 right there. There's also a lower level. There's a Benihana over here, a couple of stores. What do we got? Starbucks. And then just back up, there's a cheesecake factory. You can sit outside down here. Who doesn't love a cheesecake factory? Unless you're counting calories. And then, like I said, we're right here on Michigan Avenue. Here's the view from across the street. All the way up where we just came from. Up there, 94 floors.